Erica Ford, and I am the Peace Doctor. Growing up in Southeast Queens, it was in the 80s and the 90s, and it was a crack epidemic. And so a lot of the friends who I grew up with played in the sandbox and walked down the street together, attended the parties together, were being killed or sent to jail for 30, 40 years. And I saw the impact that it had not only on me with the trauma, but the children that were left behind. The things that kept me on the straight and narrow is, I would say, my mother, and then I didn't have a desire to get in trouble, although I was around trouble all the time. You know, I was in more mass shootings before I became 30 than I even knew was a mass shooting. And so seeing the trauma, you know, I did not want to die. I had fun living and I wanted to continue to live, and my mother just wasn't playing. The December 12th movement was a day. It was December 12th, 1987, that I attended a rally. My friend's mother was an organizer, Viola Plummer, rest her soul, and I was at her house. We were coming from a party. I saw the flyer. It was enthusiastic to me that, you know, what was this? And so I wanted to be part of it. I wanted to attend. I was 22 years old, and so I was full of fire, and we were forming organization. The first organization we formed was BAM, by any means necessary, and we were on the streets and we were moving, and it was about Black power. From that came the Black consciousness movement, where young people came together to not only educate people around the consciousness of just our existence, right? That there's something other than the block that we hanging on, the strip that we rolling up and down, right? The crew that we with. There's a world out there. Most people don't even realize it. Most people don't get off their block. And so the Black consciousness movement brought consciousness to Black and Latino youth across the nation. And then it was the Code Foundation. And the Code Foundation, we started with Tupac Shakur and his stepfather, Mutulu Shakur. And it was about helping, it's what we do now, right? It's helping young people who nobody else wanted to help, right? And bringing life and oxygen masks to those young people who are most of the time shift to the side and just left to die in all reality, right? A brother named BJ, who's a very good friend of mine, he was working with Ja Rule. Tupac had recently just passed away, was killed. And we talked about doing some work with Ja Rule, who's also from Southeast Queens. Love ignites freedom through education, right? Because we knew that if we ignited the love inside of young people's heart and we educated them, they would have true freedom. And so Life Camp came into existence in 2000, and then we, got our legal papers up shortly after. But we're about bringing life to young people, giving them the oxygen mask that they need. This movement couldn't exist with the brothers and sisters on the front line. And so although I'm in front of the camera right now, there's soldiers all across the United States, credible messengers, violence interrupters, outreach workers, hospital responders who are saving people's lives, literally taking guns out of people's hands, literally talking people off the ledge, literally intervening and mediating in conflict so that 911 call don't even happen. And so we are the oxygen mask that gives life to peace before the beef goes to another level. The work that we do at Life Camp is about healing. It's about dealing with the social determinants that lead to violence, right? And so we have a program called Pain on Beats. And it started because one of our young people tried to kill herself 5 times, right? And we gave her a composition book, and we told her to write her pain on the paper, and let's go in the studio and put your pain on beats. And we helped her to be a poet. We worked with Stephon Marbury and the New York Knicks, and we participated in the New York Knicks poetry contest. And she won. She didn't want to do it, but she won, right? And so if our children are afforded the opportunity to be exposed to new tools, they will use it and use it to the best of their ability and shine bright. And so the Pain on Beats program not only saved her life, but it became a vehicle for her to help save other people's lives. And now she's running the Pain on Beats program. And she recently just won Remy Ma's contest with female rappers, battle rappers from across the United States, right? We have this Peace Mobile. It's a 35-foot recreational vehicle that houses a studio. It houses a punching bag. So if you want to just get out that frustration and that pain before you deal with somebody that might be your not friend or you might have conflict with, there's other ways to resort to that, to deal with that pain. And so we teach conflict resolution. We teach you how to heal with sound therapy, with meditation, with yoga, and all of the different programs that bring access to your ability to know that there is a quality of life that you are afforded to, and we're here to help you live it, to win your personal championship and just be the great self that you are. When Life Camp came into its catchment area, we started the New York City Crisis Management System program in South Jamaica, Queens. We were in an area where 11 people were shot a year and 4 people were killed a year. And in this target area, after we started, we were able to go 4 years with no one being killed, and up to 562 days, and now recently up to 862 days with no one being shot. And so the thing is, if it can work for 1 day, for 2 days, for 562 days, it can work forever. We came together to start Peace Week, Brother A.T. Mitchell and myself. We worked together. Some young girls were shot in East New York, Brooklyn. And when we saw young women being shot at the random rate that it was happening at that time, we was like, we have to do something different. And we called for Peace Week so that we can bring everyone together to, just like Fashion Week, just like Fleet Week, to celebrate peace, to take personal responsibility to make peace a lifestyle, to wear orange for peace. We adapted the color to it so that, it can bring brightness and light to shine against the red blood that goes through our streets too often when our children are shot down like animals in the street. And so that first Peace Week, we were able to have no shootings in both of our catchment areas. And we started every year on Martin Luther King's birthday, the 15th of January, and it goes 7 days to the 22nd of January. And so we celebrate it. We're looking to expand it across the nation, across the state, and we're looking to get you involved because we know that it takes all of us together to make peace a lifestyle. Just because the river is quiet doesn't mean the crocodiles are gone. Stay focused, see things for what they truly are, not what your emotions paint them to be. Love life and live by the 3 R's: respect for yourself, respect for others, and responsibility for your actions. Life challenges don't disappear just because things seem calm. Stay sharp, stay focused, and keep your respect game right for yourself, for others, and for the world around you. Your life is your masterpiece, so love it fearlessly and live by a code that inspires greatness, right? And that's week 13, right? And that's what we're going through right now, right? You don't see it everywhere. A lot of people don't see what is happening. And that's why you probably voted for the person you voted for. I think that it is times like these where we tap into our network, we tap into community. And so we, those who really want to see peace, we have to invest in peace, whether it's $1, $10, or $1 million. And it's up to us, it's up to you, it's up to me to come together and let our voices be heard, because we're one city, one nation, one people, and we have the power to outdo anything that tries to stop us.